3 years celibate. All right, how we got here? How did I get here? How did I get here indeed? Um, November November 2018. Um, I am seeing this guy. Only went out on a couple of dates, and I enjoy him. I enjoy everything about him. But then I ended up getting a sinus cold, I believe, directly after Thanksgiving. And I feel like I remember this because I had literally just moved out of a family member's house. That's a whole nother different topic. But I had just moved out of a family member's house and got sick. I'm working as a Lyft driver, and I'm part-time taking massage clients. But I have a cold, so obviously I'm not taking clients. Um, the guy attempts to arrange for us to get together for a few weeks. And I believe he assumed that I was just being a flake and didn't want to see him, which is too bad because, again, the sex was good. Men do not always get it right. He did. So I remember being worried that the cold was lasting so long that I might have to cancel my plans to go meet my granddaughter for the first time in Colorado. And I feel like the cold cleared up like 2 weeks before Christmas, which was great timing because I remember thinking I need to know that I haven't been sick for at least a full week before I get on a plane. And so I did. So this is December 2018, and we're leaving going into 2019. I get back from visiting my granddaughter. I get back to Atlanta. I think the day before New Year's, second day of January, getting onto the highway from Howell Mill Road in Atlanta. Again, I'm driving as a Lyft driver. I'm working as a Lyft driver. And someone rears the hell out of me. So now I'm hurt, in need of help again, and move back in with the same family member whose house I had just moved out of. So I'm there. And hopefully I can still be heard. I want to open this window so that I can get some of this rainy air. So I'm in the family member's home, and going through therapy, rehabilitation, and Lyft is conducting their investigation because they need to be sure that it wasn't my fault before they give me another car. They do. They complete their investigation. They agree with my lawyers that it wasn't my fault. They allow me to get another company car to drive and continue to earn income. This is March when they give me the second car. I think it was March 15th or 17th when bam, this idiot goes to the right of me while I have my right blinker on. And this time, unfortunately, I had passengers in the car. He goes to the right of me and sideswipes me. And so now the second car is ruined, and my injuries they already were not healed. And so now they are getting worse because, well, I got hit again. So throughout all this time, I'm attempting to rehabilitate and get better and needing to make money, living somewhere where I'm really not welcome. Do you think sex is on my mind? So we're now what? We're in, I believe this is, I don't know the month, but my son, in fact, I think it was March, my son had come back to Atlanta pretty much to drop off his car while he waited for his passport so that he could leave and go to Peru to teach English. So he's there. Thankfully, he dropped off his car because this story could have been a lot worse for me if I had not had my son's car, because now I don't have any more transportation at my disposal. Um, and like I said, I have to leave this family member's home because I am not welcomed. Never mind any of my personal issues. My personal issues mean being that I don't have money, being that I cannot stand up or walk for more than 3 minutes at a time without crying. I think right before I left Atlanta, I could stand and walk for 5 minutes at a time. 5 whole minutes at a time. I could walk and stand. These are my problems. These are all my problems. I get it. So that's a whole different video. I am making the decision that I need to go ahead and leave Atlanta because no matter what Coloradians might think of their wages, if they go spend 1 year in Atlanta doing a basic menial task of a job, yeah, they'll change their tune. So I make my way back to Colorado to make better money so that I can do better than I am doing in Atlanta. So I go find some work that I can do relatively easy with my injuries in Colorado. This is June. Um, all right. I'm living around Denver, Colorado at this time. My son makes it back into the States. He makes it back to the States in November, right at Thanksgiving of 2019. But before we can get to him coming back home, um, in September 2019, I lose my grandson. Um, so, um, and then in November 2019, I lose a very long time good friend. And so, I've gone from physical pain, financial pain, to now I have emotional, mental grief. So, sex is still not on my mind. Um, so my son is back in the country in November. He wants to go get his old job back, which his old job was in Greeley, Colorado, not in Denver. So we moved to Denver. I'm sorry, we moved to Greeley. I get an apartment there. Um, did I mention it's 2020? So now I get a job, and I think I'm at the job not even 2 months, if it was even a month. And I got laid off because they had some people to get ill and pass, unfortunately. Um, so that's where I'm gonna stop at. I I realized that a lot of people, 2020 and 2021 was not good for them, and so I'm gonna tiptoe around that out of respect, um, because it was the opposite for me. So I will say getting laid off for me was a blessing. Um, I ended up figuring out different ways to make money um, online, um, and I haven't looked back. And then if you fast forward to 2021, that's when I got involved with stocks and crypto. And so my journey has taken me from a misunderstanding, being sick with an average cold, a misunderstanding, to um, accidents, car accidents, and real injuries, to needing to leave Atlanta to financially take care of myself better, to um, being where I am right now, which is on an island in the Caribbean, in San Andreas. And so I realized that the first year of my celibacy, November 2018 to January 2020, I realized that wasn't necessarily by choice. Because by February 2020, I had a friend here in Colorado when I lived here the first time. And by February 2020, I tell you, Facebook is a hell of a drug. He knew I was back here. And he asked to see me. And I said, yeah. Because part of me thought I might. Because again, not everybody gets sex right, but he did. Very good looking guy. And I want to make sure that's clear in case he watches this. No slight against you. But I wasn't ready. When I hugged him, I knew I didn't want to have sex. My mind still not there. So I realized from February 2020 to now, which is November 2021, it has been an active choice for me to not be sexually active. I don't really know when or what the circumstances